ended up in this business. A crazy story. I was in Gleason's gym on 30th and 8th Avenue training. I was a middleweight. I was like a club fighter and going to be champion of the world. And a guy walked in, and he was a brokester, a producer type. He got me, you know. He talked to me. He said, "Do you ever think about reading for a TV show?" And I said, I don't know. I thought maybe he was up to something. And I went to his office. I read. And he had a little tiny office on Madison Avenue. I read, and then months went by, and then finally he called me up and he said, "I got a screen test for you." And when I finished, they said, "Thank you very much," which was bizarre. What do you mean, thank you? How'd I do? But that's what they said. They said, "Thank you very much." So I said, "Hey, listen, guys, you really want to see a warrior?" And I unfurled the poster. I said, "Come see me fight." I had my picture on the poster. It said, "Tough Tony Danza, Brooklyn's knockout artist." So they were like, "Wow, you're a fighter?" And so they came. They all came to the fight. I got the job, and then I had to choose because ABC found out I got a movie, and they had me on a pilot deal. So they sent me to see Jim Brooks, who was reading people for a show called Taxi. I read with Mandy Patinkin, who was reading for Judd Hirsch's part, and he didn't get it, and I did. And that's how I got into business, really, just by being in the gym. Crazy. I mean, it's like going to school for 5 years. The best comedy school in the world, where you learn, you learn the intricacies of telling a joke, of all the things that can mess it up and all the things that can help it. Mel is the most incredible person, and so he was coming to my opening. I was so excited he was coming to my opening, but I wanted to know what he thought. So I found out what seat he had, and I bought the seat off his shoulder, off his left shoulder, and I gave my cousin the script, and my cousin sat there, and every time he laughed, she'd make a check. It was so emotionally grinding. That's the thing that really blew my mind, that I don't think teachers are trained for or prepared for. I never cried so much. I mean, I couldn't stop. And a lot of it was my own sense of I'm going to fail, but a lot of it was also that these kids would just break your heart, they tear your heart out, and so what happens is, for me at least, I found that in order for me to get them to work, and I think this is not unique to me, teachers have to go out of their way to make sure the kids know they care about them. The teacher really cares. And I heard you handed in your papers. You've been teaching 35 years. He said, "No." He said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "But I changed my mind." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because maybe this year I'll get it right." Anyway, I love you all. Thank you very much.